Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, need some help? All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do. One more. Keep it going? All right, on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, DJ, let's get some shots up. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus, focus.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Shut up. Go get it. Go right here.
Effort, DJ, effort. Just like that. You can't be serious, DJ. Come on. Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
Hey, he can ball, huh? Hit me up.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Shut up. Go get it. Hey, get there. Get there. Hey, who got ball? Who got ball?
Again. Not your best effort today, DJ, but certainly not your worst.
See you later. Boom.
Crash. Splash. Pinkies.
What?
Man, we out of Reese's Puffs, man.
Look, if you like them so much, why don't you buy some?
God, there has to be at least one puff left in the box.
Whoa, party people!
What's up, Bri?
What's she doing? Trying to find a prize in those boxes?
Nah, she just really likes Reese's
can't
Puffs,
believe
and we're out. So.
Huh. Do you really like Reese's Puffs?
Yeah, they're great. For breakfast.
And lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, well, Reese's is looking for athlete endorsers. You know, I could reach out and see if there's any interest.
Yo, there's interest, Brian, there's interest!
What she said.
Well, I'm on it. That's it. That's how we do it.
DJ, this is a dream. I'm about to eat these 365, man.
24/7.
She low-key look possessive. Ooh, that boy shoe shining, boy. That boy shoe shining. I'm shining, man.
Paparazzi again?
Worse, Mrs. DeGeorge's ex-husband. She says he's been hounding her, something about $300 and a flat screen he bought. She said he would be by any minute now.
Man, Spin, you look out for everybody in here, don't you?
I look out for all my tenants. Everyone here is special to me. We're family.
Yeah, okay, man. We'll just give him this when he comes by, okay? You're British.
Ta-ta!
That guy's weird. Ooh, that boy styling. Y'all see the kicks.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. They know this is not your throwaway game, a team they defeated in the second round of last year's playoffs. They'd better be ready. And we all know that DeMar DeRozan is an incredible scorer, but one of the big reasons why he's so good often gets overlooked. It's his footwork. Some would say it's the best in the game at his position.
Yeah, he can protect the ball.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Gotta put on the new kicks. Need that. That boy glimmering, boy.
Sneak ahead, brother. What's up?
What's up, bro?
Hey, heard you got invited to MJ's golf tournament.
MJ's golf tournament?
That's right, and I'm trying to go, man. Bring me through.
Bring you through where, bro?
MJ's golf tournament.
Who's MJ?
Oh, you one of those. Okay. Who's MJ? Michael Jordan?
The baseball player.
Wow.
Bro.
No, the dude that was in the movie.
Michael Jordan, the ball player, man. I know you know who I'm talking about.
I gotta get in this layup line, invitations, MJ.
You got invited. I'm trying to go, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, but take this invitation to this loss tonight, and I'll talk to you after, right?
No,
okay.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
You ain't getting my invite.
The bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto as the Raptors. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave. Well, thanks, David. That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead. And the NBA season can be a long one, Chris. How important were team functions and team events during the season as a way to relieve some of the stress of the season?
Oh, man, if you're on a good team and a good team in the locker room, then you really don't even have to have team functions because you're going out, hanging out after every practice, going to play golf on warm days.
It's just natural, right?
Yeah, it's just natural. You're eating with guys, hanging out with guys, and so it is everything because really these are the guys that you're playing for, and the better chemistry, the better the team, I've always believed. And so team functions, hanging out with the guys, always important.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Isaiah Thomas out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Smooth in at the 3 slot. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
It was beautiful the first time, but...
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
Screened by Valanciunas. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Off target with his three. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And yes, it's good. Thomas got his first basket.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Ibaka with a screen on Shumpert. 4 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. And again, it's Toronto converting.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Here's Smooth. They get the rebound. Thompson. And he gets contact. Whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Toronto called for the foul.
And you don't think Thompson is outstanding at using his body? Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And so Thompson nails both of them. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
Passes it to Smooth. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
The feed now to Valanciunas. Over Thompson. No good from Valanciunas.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
Pass to Smooth. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Misses off the right iron.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Here's DeRozan. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless. And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Johnson dishes to Valanciunas. Outside Lowry. Back to Valanciunas. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Smooth. Here's Lowry. Here's Ibaka. That one, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Away from home, you got to execute. And they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork help this guy live at the line. Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, but he has a big height advantage, but that's somewhat mitigated out there on that perimeter. And you got to come check him.
Shumpert passes to Thomas. Looking to end his...
Oh! God. Wow. Crazy. And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tacked on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. 13 feet away. Johnson, that's for 2. And that one comes up a bit short.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
The game now all time. And that's now 8 points for Smooth.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Ibaka sets the pick for DeRozan. Shumpert with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And how relentless is this guy? If you're the defense, he's the first one you're looking to block out there.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Pirtle, he is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Powell, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's DeLon Wright in for Kyle Lowry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. Wells, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Thomas. The dish to Wells. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Kicks to Powell. Wright sets a screen. The pass to Siakam. Dishes it to Wright. Raptors moving the ball around. Siakam passes to Wright. And again, Toronto no luck. Cleveland leading by 4. Outside Crowder. Here's Wells. Nice open look, but it's no good.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
Pirtle kicks to DeRozan. Feeds to Pirtle. Pass to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Wright. Shoots the 3. And Smooth pulls it down. Smooth's got his 5th rebound in this one. With the fadeaway. That one drops for him. Smooth's got 12.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead's safe as long as he's on the floor.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
From the stripe. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Smooth. Faried the pass to Smooth. It's blocked. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. Wells with the steal. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Cavaliers.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Screen by Faried. Shot off the pick. Smooth shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. In the 3rd spot, DeMar DeRozan.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
They are an extremely versatile team who can be impossible to stop on any given night.
He misses the free throw.
And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guards space to pull up or attack the rim.
And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
Passes to Powell. Right outside. He kicks it to DeRozan. In the corner, Powell with it. Over for Reed. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pulls from the top of the key. Pass to Smooth. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smooth's got 16.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
We'll return shortly. And Joe Johnson, very encouraged by this team's strong.
Well, I think the approach is a lot different.
Joe Johnson is obvious. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeLon.
Nasty. That's just the vision of Thomas, spotting the open man and delivering the ball on time and on target.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Smooth in the last game against the Timberwolves was a driven player. He finished with 69 points and was effective from long range as well, with a number of threes. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Well, we know that some players can get pretty tricky out on the court, and that is the diplomatic way of saying it, Chris. Which players do you feel kind of take advantage sometimes of the rules?
Wow, and I think, you know, these are the guys that you would hate to play against, but you want to play with. And, you know, first people that come to mind are the Draymond Greens, the Matt Barnes, Steven Adams, just because he's physical. Even Chris Paul, the way that he stays on the refs, the way that if you reach on him while he's trying to steal the ball, he'll grab your wrist and let you know don't do that again because it really hurts what he's doing to you. So there's so many players that do that, and the wiser, the smarter, the longer in the game that you play, the more of those tricks you'll be able to pull out, all those veteran tricks. So those guys come to mind.
Count that bucket. Smooth's got 22.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. It's good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. And a lot of speculation, Greg, this past summer for where Kyle Lowry would end up. Ultimately, he decides to stay with Toronto.
Yeah, you know, Lowry visited other teams but felt he had unfinished business in Toronto and teams up with DeRozan so well. Just a great fit for both sides when you look at it.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. By himself and finished off by Shumpert.
Better stay with Shumpert in transition. He's so quick.
Raptors leading by 9. Screen by Ibaka. Valanciunas sets a screen for Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Cavaliers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And Ibaka kicks to low. Now the feed to Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. Here's Valanciunas. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And Valanciunas out of Lithuania, the 5th overall pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he's still quite young. You know, a lot of talent offensively. Defensively, he's probably had less of an impact, but that's where he has to take the next step.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
Well, you look at Smooth, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Raptors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And the versatility Johnson offers, it can't be forgotten. I mean, this is a guy that can play 3 to 4 positions, a lights-out shooter who also has that clutch gene.
Raptors leading by 10. Outside DeRozan. Ibaka sets the pick for Johnson. Off the pick. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Kicks it out to Love. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lowry passes to Valanciunas. DeRozan a screen on Thompson. Thomas against Lowry. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The dish to Thomas. Here's Smooth, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Toronto's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Stolen by Thompson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls, and the Raptors with some changes. Pirtle, he is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Wright in for Johnson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jay Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. Wells, he's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. Right side DeRozan. Over Smooth. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point.
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the... All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Cleveland. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Smooth in at the small forward position. Back to Thomas. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. Smooth's shot is off.
Now, good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Johnson kicks to Lowry. Back to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 12. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
And so here's Toronto. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Now the pass to Smooth. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Here's Smooth. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Smooth's got 34 points. And Ty Lue not shy about holding his stars accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Ibaka outside. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And that's 12 points for Serge Ibaka.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
Thomas passes to Smooth. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends him back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, a pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with.
Johnson kicks to Lowry. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Smooth. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Elbow shot. The rebound by Johnson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's the triple. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Smooth. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, just the assist from Thomas. He's trying to improve as a facilitator to balance his great scoring.
Screen by Valanciunas. Ibaka with the screen on Thompson. DeRozan dishes to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Johnson outside. To the inside. And stolen by Love. Here's Smooth. He has 38 in the game. The step back jumper is good. Smooth's got 40 points.
Well, the rest of the team is searching for their offense, but he has kept his foot on the gas.
Screen by Valanciunas. Ibaka with the screen on Thomas. Lowry with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Valanciunas. And again, no good by Toronto.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. He feeds it to Ibaka. There's a screen. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Thomas passes to Smooth. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Smooth's got 43 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Ibaka sets the pick for Johnson. To the left side wing. And Ibaka kicks to Johnson. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Dishes to Love. Thomas passes to Shumpert. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. Smooth's shot is off. Raptors leading by 8. To the middle. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or two away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now. They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
That's just great all-around teamwork. Now, let's see if they can find a way to come away with the victory here.
Powell kicks to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Three-pointer right. The Cavaliers pull it in. Smooth's got 8 rebounds in this game. Kicks it to Wells. Screen by Fareed. Smooth passes to Fareed. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on DeRozan. And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. even if you're not on the team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing if they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago, even with the team's record at 30-11.
Well, T. Lue is the answer. They've weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. Can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call.
Inside to end the drought, and DeRozan throws it down.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Rose passes to Smooth. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Smooth's got 49 points in the game.
Well, he has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
DeRozan dishes to Wright. Wright sets a screen. Siakam kicks to DeRozan. Powell for three. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
And that one is good.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and then running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Smooth passes to Fareed. Here's Smooth. DeRozan defending. Smooth shot is off. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Good. 20 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Smooth. DeRozan defending. The shot's good from Smooth. Smooth's got 51.
And not much breathing room there. The step back move gave him just enough to get it off.
Siakam kicks to Powell. Feeds it to Wright. He dishes it to DeRozan. Wright sets a screen. Pirtle with the ball. Now defended by Smooth. Toronto working the ball around now. Expanding his range. DeRozan's shot is off. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal. Powell with it. With one on the clock, it's all tied in Toronto. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
There you hear Dwayne Casey. A new group in now for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. Johnson, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for DeLon Wright. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot's good from Smooth. Smooth's got 53.
Thompson knows his role well. He's a willing screener who is effective at creating space for his teammates.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry a screen on Love. Lowry setting the pick for Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Buries it from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Oh, he hasn't lost his touch at all. Great shooting performance from him.
Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. Oh.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key. Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
Yeah, just outworking guys in there, being accountable, being a leader by example.
Valanciunas dishes to Ibaka. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry from outside. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Steps back and shoots. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Smooth. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. He kicks to Ibaka. Back to Valanciunas.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love, the Cavs have some elite offensive rebounders, able to create extra offensive possessions.
Well, their offensive rebounding rate fell off quite a bit last season, from 9th best to 20th. I mean, they just got smaller without Mozgov and some of the other 7-footers they have, and another team's prepared for them.
Back to DeRozan. Passes it to Lowry. Shot off the screen. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. Smooth passes to Thompson. Now the feed to Love. Here's Smooth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good there with the step-back J. Here's Johnson, and another basket for Toronto. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Shoots from 12, and the shot falls short this time. The Raptors shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Ibaka against Love. Ibaka dishes to Valanciunas. Screened by Ibaka. Here's the teardrop. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Smooth. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Lowry. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. All free throws good from Smooth.
Great players understand the situation. Close game, he rises to the challenge.
Powell, the pass to Ibaka. The dish to Valanciunas. Thompson comes with the double team. And stolen by Love. Here's Smooth. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team. A hand right in his face on the layup. Oh! Tell us how you really feel
about that finish. Whew. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense. With the double coming over, good vision to locate the open man.
Tries it from 19. Thomas kicks to Shumpert. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. They're running. High, arcing shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Thomas dishes to Shumpert. Here's Smooth. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, easy call.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Smooth.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Johnson the screen. Powell the pass to Johnson. Johnson double teamed. Here's DeRozan. Good.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Count it. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Powell kicks to Johnson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert.
Now you need every basket you can get.
As well as stops on defense. They have to be on their toes here.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he can't get either to fall. It's stolen by Valanciunas, and he commits the intentional foul.
Oh, my.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so the big win by Toronto. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.
Man, hey, you got your numbers at least?
Man, I don't care about the numbers. I wanted that W.
That's where you got it wrong. I mean, we all want the win, yeah. But don't get down on your numbers, son.
Bro,
Ooh,
you just
tell
said
them how,
last
bro.
game it's totally opposite.
GTS. Get those stats, bro.
Are y'all serious right now? That's actually your advice to me? Get those stats?
GTS, fam.
Y'all crazy.
Man, get those stats. How I see it, I'm here to get my numbers. If I don't, the team won't win. If I get my nut and we still don't win, that's on y'all. I did my part. What you laughing at? I'm serious.
I know, that's why it's funny.
But if it was funny, Boo Boo would be laughing too.
And I ain't laughing, bro.
He ain't laughing.
You miss me with that GTS stuff.
I wasn't like that when I was a rookie.
You was like that a little bit, yeah.
Bro, I'm trying to get some new kicks, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I saw some new ones that just came out.
Really?
Ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
I was talking to DJ.
Bro, I'm so not looking forward to this.
Good luck, bro.
DJ, big rebounding numbers tonight.
We lost, though.
True, but what's your secret to pulling down so many rebounds?
Just go in there and get them. No. Seriously. I mean, there's no real secret to it. You know, you just go in there, you try to make contact with your guy, not wait for him to make contact to you. Go to the ball, and that's pretty much it. Anyone? Come on, don't be shy.
Okay, I'll go. DJ, you guys seem to come apart at the end of the game. Was it miscommunication? Mistakes?
We just didn't execute, all right? That's it. Period. Point blank. We killed ourselves. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what you working on? All right, DJ, let's get some shots up. Here's what we're gonna do.
One more.
Come get it!
Keep it going. Okay, guys, get back to work.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, bring it in, fellas. One game won't break our season, but let's not make losing a habit. Let's get it in today. Now, our inability to interpret late game situations has been costly. We need to do a much better job down the stretch. Coaches, set up the drills. Let's get it, fellas.
Yeah, get it, get it!
Yeah, let's go, let's do it!
Yo, yo, yo!
That's all you! Good board, good board! Now we're rolling. Yeah, let's go, let's do it!
Screen, screen, screen! Say to you ready? Switch!
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Switch! Way to grab it! That's mine! You got it. Come on, man. Hey, ball. Hey, whose man is this? Come on. Hey,
Great energy in practice today, fellas. Listen, don't leave the gym without putting in some individual work, cool?
All right, DJ, let's get some shots up. Here's what we're gonna do.
Man, we can't leave him open. Shut up. Hey, who got it? Who got it? Yeah, let's go. Look. I got him.
Money. Doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, hit me up.
right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're going to do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Good boy!
Just like that.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Not bad, DJ, but you could do better.
Hey, I'll see you later.
What up, Coach?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Looking at the last game for Cleveland, it was a loss to Toronto. They're up 2-0 in the season series. Tonight, a chance to make it 3 straight. Well, guys, so much of what Kevin Love can do on the floor doesn't even show up on the stat sheet. One thing you often hear people talk about is his ability to throw the outlet pass. Have you ever seen another player, well, I know I have, as good as he is on the outlet?
Well, you know, Wes Unseld is the first name you think of.
That was the one in my, brain, too.
The godfather of big men, Bill Russell, defined what it meant to be a good outlet passer. But you know what's funny, Ernie? I can't outlet the ball like he does, and I'm the strongest guy to ever play the game.
You're the strongest man that ever played the game.
I don't know why I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
I don't know.
Why not?
What makes you the strongest man that ever played the game?
Because I ripped down 15 backboards.
Okay, well, that makes you the strongest man that ever played the game.
And you can't throw a pass like that.
No, not the overhead one. He has one where he does it from the chest.
Yes.
I can't do that one.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe it's a weak upper body.
There it is.
Ernie, look at this chest.
I'll just say this. Wes Unseld, I agree with.
Thank you.
I'll take my shirt off right now.
No, please don't.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
What up, Sam?
What's happening, boo-boo?
Dog days are upon us. Man, I want LeBron's deal. Mid-season vacation in South Beach, private jets, sand, sun, surf, perfection, boo-boo. How do I get that?
Oh, I don't know.
3 rings, 4 MVPs, 2 gold medals, all-star every year in the league. I can go on.
You're right.
Roof, roof. Dog days, baby.
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Now it's ended up.
Well,
thanks, DA, and it's crucial that Cleveland keeps LeBron happy. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster. Those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days. Those are tough.
Those are extremely tough.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Amon Shumpert is out there with Thomas, and it's Smooth in at the 3 spot. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Here's Indiana. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And after a near win, you second-guess a number of things that didn't go your way.
I think looking back on that one, it's a learning experience. We'll see if they can make some of the necessary corrections.
This one for 3, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Smooth. Smooth's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Turner with a screen on Thompson. And Young, here we go. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Oladipo for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Thomas passes to Smooth. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Thaddeus Young. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. The shot comes out, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Smooth. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. They double him with Shumpert. Pass to Young. Left side, Turner. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Smooth. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And Joseph kicks to Turner to the middle with a floater, and Joseph lays it in. Joseph's got his first points of the night.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Bogdanovich dishes to Joseph. No good on the 3. Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Smooth. Good defensive work there by Young.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Bogdanovich left side. 5 to shoot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Good look by Shumpert. Right on the money.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Thomas over to help. Turner with the screen for Young. Lets a floater go. And yes, it's good. Young's got his first 2 points. For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And it's sent back by Turner.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Joseph against Thomas. Young, right side. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Al Jefferson is checked in for Young. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. Robinson's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Collison in for Corey Joseph. Here's Smooth.
Oh, okay.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Shot from the top of the key, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
It's stolen by Jefferson. 20 feet out. Green for 2 points. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Smooth. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. That's 12 points for Smooth.
Slicing and dicing Derrick Rose, picking the defense apart with the pass.
Collison with it, picked up by Thompson. Collison, the pass to Jefferson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, Tyronn Lue, a 2-time champion as a player with the Lakers, that understanding of what it takes to win it all has laid the foundation for his coaching career.
Here's Smooth, and that one is hammered home.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in. Turner with the screen for Collison. Shoots over Crowder. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Collison's got his second bucket of the night. And Tyronn Lue talked about his breadth of experience as a player. He said, I won titles. I also played in the worst team in the league. I've done it all.
Also, Kevin, to add to that, he's been a starter. He's been a bench player. He's missed time with injury. That helps when he's trying to relate to his players because he's been there and has been through everything and whatever they're going through.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Sabonis, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Takes a shot at the elbow, and again another shot trained there from Smooth. Smooth's got 18 points in the game. They set the pick. Screen by Jefferson. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Outside Collison. Pass to Sabonis. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smooth's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
We come back right after this. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through. The injuries.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think.
Colin Rose says no pressure. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Young and Turner up front. Corey Joseph is out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Smooth in the last game against the Raptors was tremendous. He finished with 69 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
And every season we have the MVP conversation, Smitty. When you look forward over the next, let's say 5 to 10 years, who are the guys, the players you think will be regulars in that conversation?
I think the guys, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Some other guys, I think Kawhi Leonard, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis. And as long as he plays, Kevin, LeBron James will always be in that conversation. It doesn't look like the end is coming in the next 5 or 10 years.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Oladipo's got 6 points.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Used the screen and took it all the way.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket. Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
Here's Smooth. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Indiana called for the foul. And a huge payroll for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Steve, there's been tension at times with LeBron demanding more help to keep his team in title contention.
Yeah, the dollar signs, the luxury tax payments, and the tens of millions. Ownership made that commitment when they asked LeBron to come back. Money is no object when it comes to winning rings.
Here's the three. Cavaliers with the rebound. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
Here's Shumpert. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Shumpert against Oladipo. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Turner with the screen. It's Oladipo on the wing. Joseph dishes to Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Oladipo. Turner with a screen on Thompson. Here's Oladipo. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Smooth. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Smooth's got 33 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. And the three off target.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Pacers with the rebound.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Collison, the pass to Robinson. The dish to Turner. Over Thompson. The shot by Turner, no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran, Lou.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets on. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Amon Shumpert is out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Smooth in at the small forward. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No, if anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys. And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Smooth, and he goes in for the dunk.
Incredible reverse throwdown, excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Young. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Young's got 8 points.
Great play calling, execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
Here's Smooth. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Thaddeus Young.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jefferson comes in for Shumpert, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's the screen. Screen by Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
That's good from Joseph on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Smooth. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
In the corner, it's Jefferson. Rose dishes to Love. Shot from the wing. Second shot opportunity. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Thompson.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Shots good by Turner.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Smooth, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Young outside. Over Jefferson. Here's Oladipo. He can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 4. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Joseph against Rose. Swiped it away. Now Cleveland moving it up. It's stolen by Oladipo. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. And Stevenson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Collison in for Joseph. Fareed's checked in for Cleveland. Korver comes in for Kevin Love. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Offline with his 3. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Korver gets a wide open look and a miss there on the triple.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Smooth, and it's sent back by Turner. And here's Stevenson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's stolen by Jefferson. By himself, and Jefferson throws it down hard.
Yeah, Jefferson, just great lift on these dunks. Whenever he's near the basket, he is ready to turn one over.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Cleveland also making some changes. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jefferson. And Wells is subbed in for Kyle Korver.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9. From the free throw line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And sometimes it gets started with a hard foul from the other team or a whistle that you felt should have gone the other way. Anger can happen in the NBA. We see it. Emotions are high. It's a passionate game. Smitty, what was the angriest you ever got during a game? I know you competed because you were one of the best competitors I ever saw, but did it ever cross that line of becoming a little bit more gritty, a little bit more angrier?
It did, Kevin. I think one instance for sure. Game 7, Western Conference. Drove the basketball hard as I could and was fouled by Shaq. They didn't call it. Being flattened, laid out, and the guys going up and down, we eventually lost that game. That was one I still haven't got over it. And when I see Shaq today, I might not do it, but I want to knock him upside his head because he knew it was a foul, and I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't called.
He is one big man. He looks like he could play right now, as do you, which I think is great about ex-athletes and keeping in shape and staying that way. But Shaq certainly looks like he could play right now.
And I would be a 5 right now trying to guard him. That'll be interesting.
Little mismatch. Smooth shot is off. Indiana leading by 4. Robinson kicks to Collison. Rejected by Crowder.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Collison kicks to Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Stevenson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Stevenson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Smooth. Connects from three-point range.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Outside Collison. There's the pass to Sabonis. Robinson for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Pacers. They lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Cavaliers trailing. Collison is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then it's Robinson. And it's Sabonis in at power forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And Indiana shooting straight 49% from the field. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. And the shot goes down. Jefferson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pacers. Thomas passes to Smooth. Fareed a screen on Robinson. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Smooth.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
Outside Crowder. Here's Smooth, guarded by Robinson. And the shot's good from Crowder. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And Stevenson kicks to Sabonis. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And the Pacers lead by 1. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Smooth. From outside, off the mark. Outside Robinson. Feeds to Collison. Here's Sabonis. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And Thomas has it in the corner. Passes it to Smooth. Darren Collison pulls it in. to Sabonis from past the arc. And Smooth pulls it down. Smooth's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Thomas. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. Thomas against Collison. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Kenneth Faried. Well, Darren Collison going through the... Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Stevenson. That one drops for him. And that's now 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
If Thompson's able to develop a mid-range game, watch out.
Collison with it. Now guarded by Smooth. Doubled by Smooth. And Stevenson kicks to Collison. Stevenson outside. Over Smooth. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Cleveland leading by 4. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And some changes here for the Pacers. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Sabonis. Bogdanovich comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Joseph.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
Collison against Thomas. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Turner with the screen for Oladipo. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter. Oladipo dishes to Collison. Turner with the screen. Here's Oladipo.
Great positioning to contest that shot. Love's a better defender than he gets credit for.
Here's Smooth. Oh!
Yes.
Goodness. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Collison with it. Screened by Young. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Indiana again missing. Here's Smooth. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Darren Collison. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Al Jefferson is checked in for the Pacers. And Robinson III comes in for Darren Collison. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Smooth.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been...
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they... all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
Well, you know, I try and come out and help the team get a win whenever I can. I know we're at our best when I'm cleaning up missed shots and, you know, finishing plays. And it's
all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Yes, sir.
Simply wonderful tonight, DJ Amaze.
I'm sure you say that to all the superstars, boo-boo.
Man.